Dustin Johnson is unarguably one of the most popular athletes in the world. With the amount of talent he displays throughout tournaments and his charismatic attitude, it's no wonder he's one of the most in-demand athletes for golfing and sports brands alike. But all this might soon come to an end. The Coastal Carolina product turned professional in late 2007 and has won every year since on the PGA Tour, except in 2014. But when DJ announced in 2022 that he'd be joining LIV Golf, not only was he called out by fellow pro golfers and fans, but he also lost sponsorship deals worth millions of dollars. But did he lose enough money to regret joining LIV? Well, there's only one way to find out. Dustin is the third child of legendary pro golfers Scott and Candy Johnson. At a tender age, he managed to pick up the sport on his own. So, after his parents' divorce in the 90s, he opted to live with his dad to hone his golf techniques. Soon, his interest in the game peaked, and Dustin realized that this was what he'd been missing all along. Dustin became popular after a fantastic college career at Coastal Carolina University and graduated from the university with a sports management degree. In 2007, Dustin turned pro and earned his 2008 PGA Tour card after finishing in a tie for 14th place at the 2007 qualifying school in December of that same year. And things just couldn't get any better. Toward the end of his rookie season, Dustin's first win came in 2008 when he won his first PGA Tour event after beating Robert Allenby by one shot at the Turning Stone Resort Championship in New York. 4 months later, Dustin recorded his second victory at the AT&T Pebble Beach National Pro-Am by 4 shots over Mike Weir. This was just the first of consecutive AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am wins for DJ. The February 2010 edition was even more eventful after he defeated David Duval, former world #1, to defend his title successfully. The remainder of the year wasn't looking good till he broke his streak of bad luck at a tightly contested FedEx Cup playoff event. Johnson's victory over Paul Casey made it his first win in a FedEx Cup playoff event and 4th career PGA Tour victory. And for the very first time, he finished season-ranked 14th on the PGA Tour money list. Win number 5 came for Dustin in 2011, and it was another FedEx Cup event. Dustin outraced the field, finishing at 19 under, 2 clear of Matt Kuchar. 2012 didn't start too well, as Johnson incurred a back injury while falling down a staircase at home. However, he would later win his 6th tour event, the FedEx St. Jude Classic in Memphis, Tennessee, at TPC Southwind. In 2013, he won the Hyundai Tournament of Champions and the WGC HSBC Champions. In 2014, the unimaginable happened. He tested positive for cocaine on a routine drug test and was suspended for 6 months, forcing Johnson to miss the PGA Championship. The following year, Dustin returned to the top of the leaderboard for a second WGC title, once again defeating JB Holmes. This victory earned him $1.5 million, moving him to 7th place on the world rankings. After much heartbreak, Dustin finally won his first major, the US Open at Oakmont. DJ outlasted Shane Lowry, Scott Piercy, and Jim Furyk to win at 4 under for his 10th professional title. With successive wins, losses, and challenges over the years, Dustin recorded his second major championship victory in 2020, the iconic green jacket at Augusta National, and was voted PGA Tour Player of the Year for the 2nd time in his career. On February 7th, 2021, Johnson won the Saudi International for the 2nd time within 3 years, making it his 9th victory on the European Tour. With 25 PGA Tour wins, DJ earned over $74 million in prize money, which places him as the 3rd highest earning golfer after Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson, with $120 and $94 million respectively. Dustin also earned an additional $27 million in the FedEx Cup and is the 3rd highest behind Rory McIlroy and Tiger Woods, with $50 and $28 million respectively. Throughout his career, Dustin has bagged several endorsements and sponsorship deals, from which he makes $11 million a year. A few of the top brands that sponsor Johnson include Body Armor, TaylorMade, Adidas, RBC, NetJets, Perfect Practice, and Hublot. He also signed a partnership with LA Golf and became a shareholder and a part of the company's board of directors. And if you want to dress like Dustin Johnson on the links, then you're in luck. Adidas has an exclusive collection where fans can shop his style, from his hat to his shoes. But something later happened in June 2022 that would send shockwaves through the golf community. Dustin Johnson surprisingly resigned his PGA Tour membership to participate in the LIV Golf Series. "I've resigned my PGA Tour membership and I'll be playing here for now," said Johnson. "It was a super difficult decision, but I decided to come and do this. I'm super excited." Dustin knew his chances of playing in the upcoming Ryder Cup was slim due to his decision. The Ryder Cup is obviously unbelievable and something that has always meant a lot to me. Maybe I'll get an opportunity to do that again because all things are subject to change, but I don't make the rules. This was surprising for many reasons, one of which was that the pro golfer had previously said he was fully committed to the PGA Tour. But a few weeks later, he made a U-turn and announced he'd be quitting the PGA Tour. The appeal of the LIV Series is pretty clear. Cash and loads of it, so maybe DJ shouldn't be blamed after all. According to reports, Johnson was offered $125 million to join the series, and that must have been the turning point to make the decisive step. When DJ was asked if he was bothered that observers and fans alike might see his move as putting money before other things like patriotism and love for the game, he gave a straight-to-the-point reply: "I chose what is best for my family." But while DJ was still in the mood of celebration with his wife and kids, little did he know that one of his sponsors was about to cut him loose. After Dustin's surprise entry, the Royal Bank of Canada decided to cut ties. Resulting from the decisions made by pro golfer Dustin Johnson to feature in the LIV Golf Invitational Series opener, RBC has decided to terminate its sponsorship agreement, the banking giant said in a statement. "We wish him well in his future endeavors." While it's unclear if other brands will follow suit, it's not surprising that RBC terminated its contract with the pro golfer, because the banking giant has been a proud partner of the PGA Tour. So he can't be a member of the Saudi-backed tour and still expect to have his deal with the bank intact. But the real question is, what does he stand to lose? First, the value of his contract with RBC was never made public. However, since DJ earns over $11 million from endorsement annually and also partners with other major brands, it's technically impossible for the deal with the bank to be worth more than $1 million. It'll also interest you to know that in just 5 months of playing on the Saudi circuit, Dustin has made a lot of money. Dustin's season of big LIV cash finished with a 7-figure check after his team, 4 Aces GC, secured the inaugural win in the LIV Golf Team Championship. He finished the season with a whopping $35,637,767 in earnings, which does not include his signing bonus of $125 million. When asked if he ever imagined making such a huge amount of money within this short time frame, Johnson said, "Yeah, I feel I'm a little under where I imagined I would be," Johnson continued. "I've done okay. I didn't reach my goal, but I'm happy with it so far." Can you believe this guy? $35 million in 5 months, and he still didn't meet his goal? That's crazy. While still in a state of euphoria, Dustin took a sarcastic dig at the PGA Tour. "We were talking about it yesterday, and I regretted my decision to come here. It's been pretty terrible." You can only understand how terrible DJ feels for joining the LIV League. This guy has earned $74 million in his entire PGA Tour career, whereas within 5 months in the new league, Johnson has already racked up $35 million, which excludes the $125 million contract he signed. So it begs the question, how terrible does DJ really feel? We'll see you in the next one.